How do you deal with adversity? When you make plans to go to the beach and it starts to rain, how do you handle that? Do you let it get over you? Do you let it control you to the point where you throw a fit, you get upset, and the rest of your day is ruined? Or when you see that it's raining, you can easily shift and pivot. You can change your plans, and you can even be happy that it rains so you're able to do something else. You can have that day in where you just watch movies, you have that relaxation, and you just unwind rather than going to the beach, having that day out. You have to be able to shift. What do you do when it rains? Who are you when it rains? What kind of person do you become? How you deal with adversity. And dealing with adversity is a big thing about life. It's a big thing of who you are, and it reflects the character that you have developed. If you can't handle problems, if you can't handle the rain, if you can't handle adversity, then you're never going to be able to take control of your life, because you're always determining your mood on whether or not things in your life go right, whether or not you face problems and you face trials. It's the person that we become when it starts to rain, the person we become when we go through problems, when we go through uncomfortable situations. A lot of us will become such negative people when we deal with problems, and when we have bad things, we're bound to have good things, right? But it's who are you in the bad and who are you in the good. It's how you win, but it's also how you lose, right? Say you're playing basketball, you're in some sort of game where it's your team versus another team, or you versus another person. How do you handle loss, and how do you handle wins? When you win, are you respectful towards your opponent? Do you show them good sportsmanship? Do you go up to them and tell them good game and you played well, or whatever it may be? Or do you gloat in their faces? What do you do when things are good, but also what do you do when things are bad? When you lose, how do you handle it? Do you blame everything on your teammates? Do you blame everything on the refs? What do you do, right? What happens when it rains? Who are you when it rains? The type of person you are when things are bad, the type of person you are when things aren't going the way that you want them to. And we have to understand that the person that we are in our worst moments has a big factor on who we become, right? If we're only a good person, if we're only positive and cheerful in the good moments when things in our life is going well, then when things go bad, we won't be able to dig ourselves out of that hole. When we have a bad season in our life, we won't know what to do. We'll become this sour person who blames everything on God, who asks God, why are you putting me through these things? Why are you making my life so rainy right now, when all I've been through in my life is rain? But understanding that if you can't go through the rain, if you can't enjoy the rain, if you can't dance in the rain, then you're never going to be happy with the situation that you're in. If your conditions have to be perfect for you to be happy, then you're never going to be happy. Life isn't perfect, and nothing will ever line up to every single detail that you want. Everything and anything will go wrong, and that's something that you can guarantee in life. Things won't always go the way that you planned them to, but who are you when things go left? Who are you when plans don't go the way that you want them to? Are you the type of person to give up and to blame all the external things, or do you get up and do you keep on going? Do you say, whatever happens, I'll get through it? That's something that I've told a lot of people in my life, and that's a big thing that I tell myself. It's whatever happens, I'll get through it. I know that the things that I plan will never go the way that I want them to, but whatever happens, I'll get through it. I'm not going to shut down. I'm not going to blame anybody else. These situations that happen, the things that God puts in front of me, I'll get over them. I'll get over them with the people around me, and I'll get over them with a relationship with God. A big thing that I feel people don't talk about enough is, who are you when things are going well, right? Are you still that person who prays every day to God, thanking Him for the blessings? Because I know a lot of people will just pray when things are tough, right? We'll only pray when we think we need God, but when things are good, when things are going well, we stop praying. We neglect that relationship that we built up with Him, and now we aren't as close to Him anymore. Now we think that we don't need Him anymore, right? So it's, who are you when it's raining, but who are you when it's sunshines and rainbows, right? Are you still the same person? How do you handle victory? How do you handle wins? It'll show you a lot about a person's character by the way that they win, maybe even more than the way that they lose, right? Because do they still show other people respect? Do they still have humility in themselves and understanding that things that God gives you, he can easily take away, right? So never take the things that you have for granted, and don't think that you're this person that deserves all these things. What he gives, he will and can take away. So asking yourself, who are you when it's raining? And are the people around you, who are they when it's raining, right? If people that you surround yourself with, they can't handle problems, they can't handle the rain, then you have to think about who you surround yourself with, right? Because you recreate what you see. If you see a person in your life throwing fits, getting upset about every little thing that goes wrong in their life, you're gonna replicate that. You recreate what you see. And if you see people in your life when they go through all these problems and they're still smiling through all of it, they're still pivoting and shifting to whatever happens to them, they solve and they get through whatever God puts in front of them, you'll recreate that. You'll get inspired to do the same. So knowing that the people around me will affect my mentality and will reflect the way that I grow, the way that I grow in myself, and the way that I grow with the people who I surround myself with. So who are you when it rains, but who are the people around you when it rains?